Hello, this is Dr. Brian Cox, and you're still watching the Business Africa Live show on BTA. And today we're going to be talking about adjustments. I talked to you the other day about what a subluxation is, but today we're going to talk about the adjustment itself. I have a few members. I call my patients members because I don't want them to feel like they're sick people, so I say members. So we're going to adjust a few of these members today, and you will actually see what an adjustment is if you haven't experienced an adjustment before. You will actually witness what an adjustment is. Well, this gentleman here, he has upper back pains, and one of his vertebrae is shifted more to the right than to the left. But what I generally do with all of my members is I do a full body adjustment. An adjustment, just a gentle adjustment. But you're going to hear some popping sounds, but the sounds that you hear is not their bones breaking or anything like that. It's actually just air pockets, gas. It's just like a bottle of water. If you have a bottle of water, if you was to fill that bottle of water up, it's going to have some air pockets in it. Same thing with your disc and also with the liquid that's inside the CSF fluids. So what I'm going to do now is just adjust these areas. Now, did you hear all that noise? Okay, now we turn this way from me. And now the other side. And now we face down here. Was either one of those paintings? This gentleman, he was doing some yoga and exercising, and a lot of people think that you just need to come if you're in excruciating pains and things like that. But this gentleman is relatively healthy. He exercises on a regular basis, but he goes because his body goes out of alignment when he's even working out. Now what I'm doing right now is checking his legs. Now as you see here, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but one of his legs is shorter than the other. Okay, it's short here and it's tighter. The left leg is, the right leg is tighter than the left leg. Do you see that? Well, I'm talking to you all like y'all can hear me. But what I'm going to do is I will use this instrument. And just to give you an idea, I could use it on the drop table over here, but I'll just use this instead. And when I finish here, the gentleman's leg will be a little bit straighter. Okay. Now, a lot of times I may use this on older patients as opposed to using my hands because some people don't like to hear the popping sounds, unfortunately. I like it. It feels good on me. And I'm pretty sure that Jeff loves it as well. But some people don't like the sounds or they're afraid for one reason or another. So I may use the instrument instead. Now, as I do this again, as you can notice, it's even. Can you see? I hope y'all can see this. Can you tell the difference, cameraman? Well, I definitely can tell the difference. It's even. His leg is actually even on that area. So what I'm doing is stimulating the nerve fibers, also the muscles in his legs, as well as the bones in his body as well, because the pelvis, sacrum, and the erector spinae muscles, they all work together as one. So chiropractic is a science, a philosophy, as well as an art. Jeff, you can get up. How we feeling?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
This morning, I woke up with excruciating pain, sharp, acute pain in my lower neck, upper back, or we call cervical and thoracics. I could hardly move my neck. So today, what doctor did was he adjusted my cervicals as well as my upper thoracics to help alleviate that pain, so the vertebrae that was stuck was put back to where it needed to be. And then the pain was gone. I can move my neck fine, and there's no pain. It was that easy.
You don't have headaches or anything, do you?
No.
No. Relax. Go on home. Yeah. Did you hear the fear from this lady's mouth? But what this will do is also relax your body as well. Hold yourself very tightly. It's going to be like air yard spread day. Okay, just relax. Relax. There we go. There we go. One more time, okay? Okay. Go on home. Or Bojo. 4 left. Chon him. There you go. Bummy. Three right. Ofane Bushi. Okay. Same thing with her. Her leg is shorter on one side than the other side. So her pelvis has shifted. And sometimes people who have this, they may have a knee problem on one side as well. And that could be because the muscles in the legs or the ligaments here, TFL, tensor fascia latae, that's right around this area, could be tight, along with the QLs. Quadratus lumborum. So after that, it loosens up more. Okay. Relax there. Go, Bojo. 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 There we go. For those of you who don't speak God, I'm speaking a little God to her. Teshi. At the beginning stages, depending on your severity, I would recommend coming 3 times a week. And then 2 times a week, then 1 time a week. Because your body is used to being in a certain state and you're going through certain type of stresses and things like that. But then later on, as you're coming in, a lot of times people come for like what we call a maintenance program. But depending on the severity of your situation, and we normally give a person their care plan on the 2nd visit, well, on their next adjustment. We generally give people, so people actually feel better In fact, you may even feel sleepy right this second. Sometimes people even feel sleepy after getting an adjustment because their body feels more relaxed, they feel more at ease. I don't know if that's how you're feeling or not, but a lot of times when a person gets their adjustment, they feel tired and they want to get some rest. Because of the stresses that we have to go through on a regular basis, that could be because of work, because of so many different things. Most people don't get a chance to rest after their adjustment, but sometimes people do. Now, there are some things that you may experience after your first adjustment. And the reason being is because your body may not be used to it. Some of those things could be anything from, you may have some headaches, you may have some slight dizziness, you may have some muscle aches, but the majority of the people that get care, they don't feel all those things. They don't experience those different types of issues. So I definitely recommend anybody who comes in and they get adjustment, I don't think that they'll have any muscle aches. Now, some people who've been having problems for some time and their bones are so tensed, they may have more discomforts than somebody who's never had these things.
When you started, I heard some sounds.
You heard the sounds.
When you wake up again.
You remember I told you about the other person?
Yes,
After I adjusted them, you'll hear some cracking sounds. But that cracking sounds is air pockets, is gas. It's like you're cracking your knuckles. You know, it's like doing this. In between in between those bones are cartilages, and there's actually water. Your joints are made up of, or your cartilage is made up of 75% water. So there's air pockets in there. So when you hear that popping sound, it's not necessarily your bones cracking or bones breaking or anything like that. It's actually the joints. You know, you can do it in different areas of your body as well. See, there's over 1,000 different techniques. That was just one specific technique that I did. We also have the drop table that's here as well, which is very good as well. Some people prefer getting adjusted on the drop table. Some people just have upper cervical specific, where we're working on the atlas, the first vertebrae of the spine, okay? So there's so many, and like I said, this is a drop table. So instead of me using that particular machine, as far as for the lumbar area, I would have used the drop table, okay? Same thing with the neck. You can do the same thing for the neck as well, for a toggle or for other types of things. So there's so many different things. And you remember I said earlier, chiropractic is a science, a philosophy, as well as an art. Meaning, science, we had to go through years of schooling to learn how to do what we do. We have to know the anatomy of the body, the physiology. Now, of course, I don't remember all the things I learned in school, nor do I want to remember everything I learned in school. However, we had to know all different types of microbiology, biology, chemistry, organic chemistry. I don't even want to think about all the things that we had to learn, but we have to go through a minimum of 7 years of schooling to get the qualifications that we have here. Then you have the philosophy. The philosophy is knowing why you're doing what you're doing. You know, like the medical profession, they may have their own philosophy, or chiropractors have their own philosophy as far as things. I have a saying, the power that made the body heals the body, and that power is within you. And it starts from the brain, through the spinal cord, through the spinal nerves, to the rest of the body. That's what a lot of people don't understand. People have that misconception about what chiropractic is. You know, now, there's some people who have been having pains all their lives. They'll come out, they'll feel better after the adjustment, but then later on, they may feel some discomforts. The body has its own innate way of healing itself. It can help people who may have knee injuries or leg injuries. So as I adjust that area, I allow the body to do what it's supposed to do naturally. See, as a chiropractor, we don't cure anything. I know a lot of times people want to believe we can cure things, but we don't cure anything. See, I take myself out of me saying that I'm curing you. All I'm saying is that your body needs no help, just no interference. I hope you understand what I mean. The body needs no help at all, just no interference. Meaning that as I adjust your body, I'm moving specific vertebrae out of alignment that takes pressure off of the nerve, and that's a subluxation. We talked about subluxation last week. And when that bone shifts to the left or shifts to the right, it's then putting pressure on the nerves that sends information to certain areas. And healing, as I said earlier, comes from above down, inside out. So when I say above down, inside out, of course, we have the God above, but it comes from the brain, through the medulla oblongata or brainstem, through the spinal cord, through the spinal nerves to the rest of your body. I want to make people understand that, because I don't want them to come to the office and expect the same type of results that we may give to her. I don't want people to say, well, I'm not getting the same results, because people are different. Every single person is different. Some people respond quicker, some people may take time. Some people may have constant pains at this particular time, but it may end up coming and going because of the stresses that they go through, the physical, the chemical, and the emotional stresses that we put ourselves in. Eating foods that may have MSG in it, eating foods that have aspartame in it, eating too much oily foods. All those are chemical stresses. Physical stresses could be the way we sit, the way we sleep, the way we pick up things, a fall we may have had, just on the computer typing. All these things can cause your body not to respond properly, and then you start having specific issues that could cause your spine to go out of alignment. Some individuals have neck problems that can even affect their shoulder. So sometimes we'll use the adjustment for the neck, but we'll also do some things for the shoulder as well, or for the knee, as we talked about earlier. Having some waist pains, some low back pains, and what I'm going to do is adjust his back, but I'm also going to adjust every other areas of his body as well, like his neck and also maybe his mid-back as well. But today he's complaining of some back pains. More on the left side or the right? More on the left side. Okay. So he's feeling some pains in the left side. And this gentleman, when I first met him, I met him a long time ago. But when I first met him, he used to have malaria. If I'm not lying? Sure. Yes. He used to have malaria every other week. He used to have malaria every other week. Okay. Now, I think he was misdiagnosed. I don't know how you can have malaria every week, but he says that he was having malaria every single week. And since he's been getting chiropractic care, he doesn't have malaria as often. It's now maybe once a year. Once in a whole year. And then sometimes, I think, did you have twice this year?
This year, yeah, I had it twice.
He's had it twice. But that's because the immune system is getting stronger. But, hopefully one day he won't be having the malaria. But if we clean our environment up, that can help. So you can't blame it on Isaac, it's the environment.
Okay.
All right. Okay. 3 on the right and 1 on the left. Let's see. Darwin chain or trimming. Four left. Done on whom? And pelvis right. Opacho Butuho. His legs are pretty even right now, but I'm just going to da 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 da. And T1 on the right. Sorry. All right. Feeling okay?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's good. Now, what's going on?
My back.
Your back.
My leg.
With Sissy and with Chi? Okay. Do you feel it more in the left side, right side, or in the center?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
From the top, back,
Okay.
and then my waist.
Okay. Now, this is actually HR. She's actually, she's getting an adjustment today. Let me have you slide down just a little bit. All right. You don't have headaches or anything, do you? Let's see. There we go. 5 on the left, 2 right. Hug yourself like you love yourself. There we go. And what I'm doing is what we call an anterior adjustment. Okay, that was 6 and 8 anterior. Darwin chain, Mishimi. You speak Tree God, Elway? So you're Elway?
No.
You're not, but you speak it?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Brawinam, Kakra. Tanam? She does speak Elway? Go on. It's already moving. 4 left. Down on. Hey, you really needed it. Brawinam. See, I'm one of those bosses that make you stress. So you need to get your adjustment once in a while. Pelvis on the right. Mopacho Butuho. Now it seemed like, it looks as if I'm doing the same things for some of these people. But in actuality, different people have different issues. There we go. How are we feeling? Okay, let me show you how you're supposed to get up. Now, whenever you're lying in the bed, let's say you're lying on your back. If you're lying on your back, you should bend one or both of your legs, and then you turn yourself to the side and push yourself up, okay? That's how you should get up if you're lying on your back or on your side. But if you're lying face down, you should push yourself up like you're doing a press up and then bring your leg down. Or push yourself up and come back like so. Come back like so. Now those are the best ways of getting up. And the reason why you should do it that way is because it takes less, causes less strain on your body, less twisting in your body, which is a good thing. What's going on with you? Waist and upper back? Upper back or neck? Okay, right here. Okay. Anything else I need to know about? Headaches, dizziness? Oh, okay. All right. You doing okay, HR? There we go. Yeah. There we go. It's like ella suede. There we go. Okay. All right. Joe here, Neil Quimmy. Joe, There you go. Relax your arm. Go on. Oh, Bojo. There we go. 4 left. Other side there. Is that too loud? Is it okay that the air conditioner is okay? And also, we should not have things in our back pockets because that can cause the pelvis to go out of alignment. Hey, pelvis right, face down. Okay. Now, you see this big thing on this pocket here? This is something that you're not supposed to have. Whenever he sits, he's putting pressure on his pelvis. And right in this area here is the piriformis muscle and also a nerve that comes all the way down here. It's called the sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve is the largest nerve in the body. And he puts pressure on it every day when he sits in his car, when he sits in his chair, and then he's wondering why he's having wasisi or back pains, or waist pains, I should say. So, and that's one of his main issues, is he's having pains in this area here. And this is a contributing factor. And it can cause the pelvis to go out of alignment, which can cause the sacrum to go out of alignment, which can also cause the vertebrae to go out of alignment as well, which can cause those problems, along with other things that we notice. Now, I'm going to see if I can find someone to do something on the drop table so people can see that as well. There we go. Even out a little bit. Okay. Go on home. Or Bojo. And T1 spinous right. All right, you can get up. Take the wallet out of your pocket. Take the wallet out of your pocket. The pocketbook. I mean, don't have a wallet in your back pocket because it's going to cause these problems. Okay? But this is the miracle lady. And the reason why I call her the miracle lady is because when she first came in, they pretty much had to carry her into the office. Am I correct on that? They had to carry her in here and she had to lie down. She could not walk too much because she was having specific issues that were going on. Now, some of the issues that she was going on was more, I would say, kind of even out of my scope. But along with getting the whatever she had done, in fact, I think she even did some prayer stuff as well. But along with that, she also got the chiropractic care, and she is doing much better than she was doing before. So what I'm going to do now, she still has some back pains, is that correct? Still having some back pains, but like I said, she's doing way better. This lady had TB, and I didn't think, when I saw the vertebrae was gone. I'm not saying, I don't want any TB people here. I want you to go to the doctors. Now, you know, when it comes to TB, generally go to the doctor. However, I see TB patients, and along with them taking their whatever prescriptions and everything, I still may just adjust their areas, adjust specific areas of their spine so their body can heal quicker. But that's why I call her the miracle patient, because she's doing so much better than what she was doing when she first came in here, and I'm so proud of her. Yes. So, but let's start here. Relax there. Go on home. All right. Go on home. 2 on the left and 4 on the right. Okay. What I want you to do is come on over here and face down. Okay. Okay. All right. Turn your head to the left, please. There we go. And turn your head to the other side. Okay. Now, even though I adjusted the neck area, there's still something going on right around in this area here. This is called the impulse. Sometimes I have another one called the activator at the other location, but this is actually the impulse. You can put your head straight again. And let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have you get up. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you really enjoyed yourself. I pray that you learned something, and that we can educate you more on what we do here at the Spinal Clinic and what chiropractic is all about. Because that's basically what I'm doing today, is showing you exactly what chiropractic is, as well as teaching you about other health tips. See you the same time each and every Friday on BTA.